Good morning and welcome to Cathro Vision practice day. You'll have to excuse my slightly out of breath and sweaty demeanour. There's a little bit of drama this morning where the way to get to the top of this hill is you get a gondola up to the midpoint and then you get a chairlift up to the very top. They weren't letting any media people on the chairlift this morning and they were like, nope, riders only. There was no riders there, so there was some miscommunication. But yeah, I started walking up and then about half an hour later, all the media guys were going up. Anyway, okay, sorry, back on track. Riders are on track. I missed the first few. But what I'm going to do this morning is do just like a raw walking down the track, just give you guys a really good idea of what's going on, what's happening. But before I do that, I have to say a big thank you to today's video sponsor, Mudhugger. You've probably seen as I'm waving my hands around, they sent me a replacement set of glasses for the ones that I got stolen. Oh yes, boom. So these are their riding glasses with reactive lenses. They're usually clear, but you can see they've darkened up for today. Even though it's cloudy, there's still a bit of sun about. But they started off as a mudguard company. They make a selection of really good mudguards. They make kit bags, they make loads of stuff. Run by a couple of brothers in England who are just mad about riding bikes. If you are wanting to buy any of their products, make sure you use the discount code CATH10 on their website. And that is available, I think, worldwide, definitely in UK and EU. Try it out, see how it goes. But anyway, thank you very much to Mudhugger. Let's get on track and see what's happening. Particularly interested in this first jump. Let's go check it out. No, they made me walk. Oh. Oh, through the banner. Oh,
what are you doing, Sam? Oh my God!
Schwalbe! He's back! Schwalbe! Yo!
Inevitable thing I've ever seen.
Holy sh**, he was going so fast. You okay, dude?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Big one.
Right. Oh, yeah. It felt pretty right at the top and then, like, I don't know. No, I broke my lever.
Oh no!
I have to find a new one.
It's gone. Until the rut's cut in, there's just so many little stones hidden in the grass that if you hit them at maximum lean angle, they'll just let you go. Nice.
Get run, dog.
Get it!
Yeah, Ronan.
Whoa!
Whoa, oh!
Oh, dude.
It's in, I don't know if it's in January, but...
What? Bush bunk. Oh, oh. Oh, what? Oh, oh. Nailed it. Uh-oh. Oh. Just here we've got a pretty tricky off-camber turn. Some riders are just getting like teased in too early. They're like following the old track here, heading straight for the apex and making the most off-camber and tightest part of the turn just really hard for themselves. People that have had it the nicest have been patient, set up super wide, and then that makes the hardest part of the corner at that pole not as tight. So you can do it faster. Look at all that real estate out there. You want to buy that up. Oh, that is the boy.
Oh, Tom.
Oh, oh.
Oh.
Oh, bro. I just heard you scream. I think he's okay. Flippin' heck. Yo! Oh. Right, so my plan went to crap. It turns out this track is so rad to watch that I just ended up watching and filming on that top section. It was so good. So what I usually do is in between B and A practice, I go start the edit and then I'm going to come back up for the A practice. There's a cool bit in the trees I'm going to go watch. Apparently there's a massive gap.
That's definitely too tight.
Go on, Bruno. Yeah. Oh. Yes. Yeah. Oh. So you might remember in track walk, I talked about this section that will people slow down here to go high or will they just go fast and low? Well, it looks like they're all just going low. Oh, nice! But after this bit is where that potential gap is. And apparently it's been done. So you're gonna have to indulge me. We're gonna do some ghosted sections of Huck versus Squash. Let's go have a look.
Yeah, here he is. The man we've all been waiting for.
I'm just here to see the action.
We got Cathro here, so if it goes wrong, we're all good.
That is a scary bit of kit.
Yeah.
I'll leave that to Bernie actually. I keep telling myself that the other line's faster, you know.
So when riders are figuring out the track, they have to figure out what is making them slow down. And the main thing that's slowing people down isn't the corner, it's trying not to get sent by that lip there. There's two tactics. You can go slightly further right where it's not as high, doesn't kick you as much. Or what you can do is just before it, there's actually a small, tiny, minuscule lip. And what riders are doing is they're compressing the bike in the turn and then picking up over the next crest. It allows them to get the wheels on the ground sooner and ride it faster. So that's how you reduce the kick. How about if you want to embrace the kick and send it? Most riders that tried this entered on the high line. They had to get off the brakes and pull just enough to make it to that small downslope on the entrance to the berm. The good thing about this is you don't have to worry about getting kicked by the crest. You do have to worry about overshooting it and crumpling into the turn, a very risky line. Bruno.
That says it all, really.
Let's look at some comparisons. Ladies first. Rachel and Tracy are both on the same line and they enter the turn at similar speeds, but Rachel gets off the brakes earlier, allowing her to pull away.
One of those things you want to do it just because
She holds that speed through the next two turns, giving her a .72 win. Now we've got Connor Fearon rolling the kicker and Stanislav Sanal pre-jumping over it. They enter the corner at the same speed and Stanislav gets off the brakes earlier, pops over the crest and pulls a bike length on Connor. Through the next turns that gap remains identical, giving Stan a .29 win. Now let's have the fastest man on the low line to pre-jump, Amaury Pierron, versus the fastest on the high line to pre-jump, Michael Jones. Bear in mind, what this video does not consider is how much time you lose getting onto the high line in the first place. Mike will have to be faster for this to be worth it. Coming off the high line, Mike motors through the crest and pulls a bike length on Pierron. Out of sight, he must overbrake for one of the turns and Amaury reels him in and passes. His corner speed gives Amaury the win by .08. It does look like the Highline could be faster though if you get the corners good. Now for the one you want to see. Fastest man in the normal line, Pierron versus Bernard Kerr on the gap. Small note for you, Bernard was the only rider to gap off this low line. They both enter the turn and Bernard is going slower to give him time to pop off the kicker. While Bernard's racking up huck points, Amaury accelerates away, keeps pulling time with his exit speed and takes it by almost half a second. Looks like the turn in off the low line to gap has to be done too slow for it to be the racing line. So how about the gap off the high line? Bruni comes motoring down and sends the gap with more speed than Bernard. He lands deep though and brakes in the corner, allowing Pierron to drop Bruni, motor through the turns and take this section by .21. Man, I really wanted the gap to be faster. But wait, a new challenger has appeared.
I can't even stand on the ground.
Woo! Oh, he's on the flipping.
Yeah!
I cannot wait to see that course preview.
That was cool. I'd say that line was definitely faster.
G, while filming the preview run, absolutely sends it way too deep. Blows over the turn and straight lines this whole section. Right then, Pierron, let's see you beat that one. They both motor into the turn and G engages send mode and lands way too deep. He's only got one choice and takes the Enduro line straight through the tapes. A genius move that allows G to... Wait, what? Oh no! Pierron still won. Oh well, looks like it's mainline for the win, ladies and gents. Man, that was so cool seeing those boys send those gaps. Hope you enjoyed that wee bit of analysis there. But now, Vital, or the boys from Vital, are organising a long jump competition just down here. So let's work our way down to that and see what's going on. Yes. What's happening? What are we doing?
The guy's jumping a bit further than usual.
Is this official?
No, official? Who is official?
I hear that you are going to cause some drama here.
No, it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
the riders made like something, you know, like it's...
Because of you, there's going to be some snap frames. That's what I heard.
No! Someone put €300 on the furthest jump, but it's not us. We have nothing to do with it.
Oh, we got a draw!
Both those riders back to the top for a rerun, eh?
Yeah! Is that where yours stood? Oh, close.
Who's got it? Oh yeah.
Bernard
Bernard's
or
got it.
Finn.
Where the
How
helmet
much?
is.
Where's he?
Like you landed
Where-
like at
Where
the
that blue
pole.
helmet is.
Where was I?
You're the pole. Yeah, that's it.
86. But we got to convert that to an actual measurement and then divide that by baguettes.
So the finals
Have you got a phone?
came
My
down
phone's
to
dead.
Bruce Klein, Bernard Kerr and Finn Isles. Bruce taking it out, Bernard not far behind and Finn pretty close to Bernard.
Took on a rerun.
Yeah, Bruce pushed up after it almost finished and yeah, went again and took it out.
Now that segment wasn't worth it. Like, I do not know what is. I was like being a kid again with a ramp and some bricks and seeing who could jump the furthest. Flippin' love it. So that is going to do it for Cathro Vision today. Thanks again to Mudhugger for hooking me up with another set of glasses and doing the 10% code for you guys. So if you want some Mudhugger products, code CATH10, links in the description, get on that. And I will see you for Pink Bikes Inside the Tape tomorrow. Man, see you then.